about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, R. Kelly's trial started yesterday in Brooklyn. And while giving her opening statements, the Brooklyn Assistant U.S. Attorney addressed his alleged marriage with Aaliyah back in 1994 when he was 27 and she was 15. Prosecutors believe that R. Kelly had learned that Aaliyah had become pregnant and that he was the father, and he then allegedly orchestrated a plan to marry her so she could avoid testifying against him in court. Now, they're saying that R. Kelly is said to have bribed a Chicago official to get a fake ID for Aaliyah. And authorities say the marriage certificate listed her age as 18. The marriage was then annulled a year later. And so according to the attorney, she said this case is about a predator, his fame, his popularity, and a network of people at his disposal to target, groom, and exploit young girls, boys, and women for his own sexual gratification. Also, Jahanda Pace took the stand. Now, she says that she was 16 years old and excited to be in the presence of somebody that she idolized. But over the next 6 months, she testified that R. Kelly had sex with her while she was underage and physically and emotionally abused her. She's now 28 years old, and she is the first of R. Kelly's accusers to ever testify against him. So that is just from day one. She said she was forced to call him daddy and acknowledge him whenever he entered a room. And she said there was what they called Rob's rules whenever she would visit him at home. And she was forced to abide by some very rigid restrictions. And in one instance, she didn't do that. She said that's when he slapped her and choked her until she passed out. She said, I remember him just putting his hand around my neck. And she said he spit in my face and told me to put my head down in shame and then forced her to perform a sex act on him.
Yikes.
So day one of R. Kelly's trial in Brooklyn. All right, now Terrell Owens is saying that he's 100% sure that he can still play in the NFL. He told TMZ that he wants a team to sign him.
You know, I still can play. You know, I think people will marvel at how Tom Brady is playing at the age that he's playing. I think, you know, me given the opportunity, I will be able to show people that, you know, age is nothing but a number. Nobody has ever done it. Nobody has been given the opportunity to do it. And for all the naysayers and pundits that say, oh, well, he can't do it. He's washed up, this and that and the other. First of all, I'm not washed up. Never really just been given the opportunity to play at a later stage in my career.
Oh, Terrell's what, 47?
Yep. So what do you guys think? It could still happen?
I would have to see how fast he is.
Let's see his skill set.
Because that wide receiver, you still got to have that speed. If he's still got the speed, I mean, she's clearly still in shape, but I would have to see what that speed like.
He said he has interest from at least one individual in the NFL, and they told him to stay in shape.
Yeah, like Charlamagne said, it's all
about the speed. That wide receiver is all about speed.
All right, now Detroit Tigers analyst Jack Morris has apologized after he used an offensive accent. And he was doing this before an at-bat by Angel star Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani is Japanese, and here is the accent that he used.
Now what do you do with Shohei Ohtani?
Be very, very careful.
Okay, so that was him.
He sounded like a Count Dracula to me. I didn't know what he was doing.
Well, he has since apologized to Ohtani and the Asian community. Here's what he said.
Well, folks, it's been brought to my attention, and I sincerely apologize if I offended anybody, especially anybody in the Asian community, for what I said about pitching and being careful to Shohei Ohtani. I did not intend for any offensive thing, and I apologize if I did. Certainly respect and have the utmost respect for this guy.
Can I hear it again, please?
Now what do you do with Shohei Ohtani?
Be very, very careful.
Hey, that's foul.
Now,
that's absolutely foul.
Come on, you can't do that.
Clearly, it's just about the community, though, right? Like it's about the community that you do that to. Because people do that to the Caribbeans all the time. They do that to Jamaicans all the time. We make fun of rednecks all the time. So clearly, it's just about.
Yeah, but if he said if there was a black pitcher, they'd be like, "Yo, homeboy," people would be.
They do
upset.
that all the time.
Do they?
White people? Yes.
We're talking. Well, he's a Detroit Tigers analyst.
I think that's slang. I don't think
analyst. No, I don't see
yes,
nobody
they
like,
do.
"Yo,
I think
homeboy." No.
What? You ever heard Max Kellerman talk? I think that's just slang.
I wouldn't want to hear Jack Morris use a Caribbean accent either. If a Caribbean person was going to bat, I would find that to be, and it's also like a stereotype of an accent too. Like, that's not...
They wouldn't get in trouble if it was a Caribbean.
Exactly. So. That's what I'm saying. Nobody would even... I mean, listen, I'm not mad at, the community for saying, no, don't do that to us. But clearly, it's just based on how the community reacts, right?
Well, he
So
is now
Jamaicans, y'all better start
suspended.
getting mad. Stop letting people do patois.
He is now suspended
Patois.
indefinitely.
You gonna be mad? I'm not gonna be offended because I said patois wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
But also with this Caribbean, aren't we bigging it up though?
I don't know.
You're right.
I really don't anymore. I have no idea. Leave people alone. That's all I can tell you. Stick to whatever your thing is and stay in that lane because you just never know when you're gonna offend somebody.
Damn,
nowadays.
that was foul. Oh my goodness. All right.
And he apologized.
Front page news next. What we talking about?
You know what we're talking about? COVID.
Oh boy. All right, we'll get to that next. Is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.